Before we get started, there is some strong language ahead. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome to Convertibot Reviews. I'm your host, Convertibot, and the star of the show today...
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
Wait, let go of me!
Didn't I tell you I was the one doing the reviews?
So what? I can do them too.
No. You shush. Alright? It's my channel, I'm doing the way I want. And I'm not reviewing that thing. Mainly because I got nothing nice to say about where it comes from. I hate the design. I hate the movies.
The figure itself is good. You know this.
And?
And we need a video that appeases the algorithm. Your last few videos sucked. The algorithm needs a sacrifice.
Calm down. Okay, fine. I'll review it. However, you're staying out of it.
Wait, what? Over my dead body?
That can be arranged.
Wait, what?
Welcome to Convertibot Reviews. I'm your host, Convertibot, and the star of the show today, the Yolopark AMK Pro Optimus Prime, from the critically acclaimed movie Transformers: The Last Knight. Oh, did I say critically acclaimed? I meant critically acclaimed to the point where the next three movies essentially underperformed, and now we have to get another Michael Bay live-action movie instead of a sequel to the total peakness that is Transformers 1. We flew too close to the sun. Anywho, this figure, while I hate the overall design, and especially the movies associated with said design, seriously, nothing but bad thoughts about these movies. But, movie opinion aside, we're talking about the figure. And a beautiful figure it is. The painting and sculpting on this figure is absolutely amazing. Holy cow. If you've ever had or seen a 3-0 Transformer product before, or even a Prime 1 statue, bro, this looks like that at a fraction of the price. Look at that. Look, I'm close up as much as I can here. Bro, every bits of detail. And this is coming from movies that they basically decided to skimp out on the transformation and stuff. Seriously, the CGI in the last two Bay films versus the first three was crap. This ain't crap. At least in the looks department. As far as the rest of the figure goes, let's get into it.
Now, no doubt, the figure looks amazing. However, since it's a Yolopark product, it is a model kit first, and I use that very lightly. Essentially, it's a figure you gotta put together. No big deal, however, it's not exactly foolproof. Be careful, you can cut yourself here. But the instructions for the armor parts don't tell you where they go, and unfortunately, they're in a small enough pieces to where it's difficult to figure this out, so good luck. Once completed, you'll notice that this figure does have a wide range of posability. As far as the articulation goes and posability on this figure, it's actually really good. Much of what you would want from a non-transforming figure is here. Double-jointed arms, elbows, knees, alright, great waist movement, butterfly joints, the works. The problem is the lack of thought put into some of the parts here. There's a nasty little bit jutting out at the arms here that's actually part of the design that prevents a full range of motion. You actually got to move it out if you want to move it anywhere forward, but it limits a lot of the actual motion you get here. On top of that, some of the joints, particularly again in the arms, they like to pop off. Yeah, the shoulder joint and the arm joint there, yeah, they'll pop off just from moving it, so you gotta be careful with them. Not the greatest, and definitely could be better. Besides that, the posability is overall, well, stellar. Looks and articulation aside, the stellar posability is supplemented by a whole variety of accessories. You sure as hell get what you pay for it here. You also get a random pin? This was honestly included. I don't think this is part of the accessories, but hey, nice that you get one. At least it's not a trading card. Okay, moving on to actual accessories, we have the base. And yeah, this is just a hollow plastic base. It's nothing really special. The wire here is definitely a metal bendy wire, and a very tight one at that. The problem is, Yeah, Prime doesn't plug in to this. You literally are just sitting him on there. Nothing plugs in. I mean, yes, the stand is posable, so you can adjust it to your needs, but again, he doesn't plug in. You might as well just get a different stand at that point. And because of that hollow base, eventually, yep, it's gonna fall. Yeah, this stand is not meant for aerial poses. Just stand on it. Quite literally. Now the stand does store this Autobot logo, which is a magnet for a light up feature. Just take the magnet, put it up against his face, and nothing happens. Why does nothing happen? Oh, that's because the batteries in here died. Long story short, I actually thought mine were completely the whole thing was completely destroyed. I actually had to take it apart, and lo and behold, no, it wasn't. The battery was in backwards. Yeah, I'm kind of a dumbass. Especially because this light up feature is amazing. Real talk for a second here. When I first got this light up feature did not work, but after tinkering with it, I was able to get it to work. It basically gave the entire figure an extra point in my book. It just, oh my gosh, elevated it immediately. Also, the instructions do tell you what kind of batteries you need, CR927s. And yeah, thanks Yolopark. That's actually pretty awesome of you to include that. You can tap it again to activate disco mode. Disco, good. Once again to activate gamer mode.
The fuck you say to me, little shit?
And once more to shut it off. A quick side note, even without hitting it again for that fourth time to shut it off, the light actually does stay on for at least over 5 minutes, if not almost 10 minutes. Yeah, and then it just shuts off by itself. It actually lasts quite a while. You can take some nice pictures with it.
You know, now that I think about it, a previous review had magnets on their feet that we could use here. Yoink! Alright, that doesn't work. Need a stronger magnet. So keep your pants on.
And now for something, well, weird. You get multiple pairs of hands, including a fully posable hand? Wait, what? Yeah, you get a set of fully posable hands. Which, granted, it's basically like if Optimus Prime was a Ninja Turtle. Which, okay, but I don't know. Why didn't they just give him fully posable fingers at this point? We have pointing hands, open hand, grabby hands, and I don't know why they did this. You really can't use them for anything else, so yay? Yeah, I got nothing. Moving on. Also, side note, the other hands are made out of a soft rubber plastic, and they have some sort of grease on them. Not sure, just every time I use them, I gotta wash my hands. Nice. Optimus Prime is giving me COVID. Okay, we still got a lot of accessories. Lightning round. You get alternate parts to recreate his Nemesis Prime face, albeit short-lived. You also get alternate armor bits to store his weapons and shield on himself. Knife has a dedicated slot here once you swap out the armor bit on the left arm. It's just a nice little peg, or it reveals one. And yeah, now you have a weapon he barely used. Albeit the scene was incredibly memorable for all the wrong reasons.
Forgive me.
You can swap out the knife for this connector peg, and that allows you to attach his shield, which looks amazing, but has almost zero functionality. Keyword almost, because you can attach another peg to the top of the shield, actually quite a hidden peg hole right there, and you can put his sword in there and hold it. On top of that, if you come around to the back, take off this little piece as well, and replace it with his other peg, you can have him store the shield and the sword on his back. Awesome. Great feature there. Great option for display as well, but is one I rarely use. Mainly because this sword, yes, I saved the best accessory for last, mainly because this sword does something incredible for the figure, and that is give it presence. It's also quite big, too. Such a beautiful sword. The presence it gives is just mwah. If anything, it distracts me from the fact that the movies this guy appears in is, well, some of the worst god-awful films of all damn time. Romeo and Juliet, anyone? Seriously, what the fuck? Okay, before I have an aneurysm on this movie, let's finish this up and wrap it up with size comparisons. Here's Yolopark, the Last Night Optimus Prime, next to Orion Pax from our previous review, Studio Series 100 Bumblebee, Byway Toys Rise of the Beast Prime, and the best Optimus figure ever, the Magic Square Light of Peace. Although that might be changing now. Oh, and here's Yolopark D16. Okay, back to the void with you.
I love that light up so much. Truth be told, there's a lot I do like about this figure. I find it hard pressed to really hate on it, and a lot of the times it is nitpicking. Granted, it is going to be cheaper compared to your other 3-0 figure, and I've never had that kind of figure before because, well, I kind of like shit that transforms. So, stuff that doesn't transform, if it's expensive, I'm going to avoid like it's the damn plague. This is not bad. Yolopark did a good job here. Either way, I'm Convertibot. This has been Yolopark's AMK Pro Last Night Optimus Prime, and I sort of recommend it. I don't know, if I were to give it like an actual score, I'd say it's a 3 out of 5. Really good, but not the greatest. Got some issues with it. Either way, catch you in the next one. And as for my next review, you guys wouldn't mind a second Optimus Prime review in a row, would you? Just saying. It's a good figure. Stay tuned. So, you come here often?
I have a boyfriend.
Oh man.